She claimed there were multiple statements from witnesses. There was only 2 people at the lobby, Craig and another guy. So I told her you should probably check the cameras, because if people are making statements and they weren't there, that's a false document. Okay guys, just wanted to give a quick update. We talked about it in the video. We felt so uncomfortable at Chateau on the Lakes that we decided to check out. Reason being, the highest level of authority was the one that caused all the issues, Craig, K-R-E-G. Super disrespectful, rude, tried to speak over me. Didn't like any of that. So here's a recap of what exactly happened. So we checked in, and because it was at 2:30 in the morning, our check-in date would have had to be a check-in time of 4 p.m. So we had to buy a room, and we stayed in the room from 2:30 in the morning until about 5:30 when we moved into the next room, which we were going to be in for about 3 days. We ended up unpacking. We were gone less than an hour, and apparently there were multiple complaints involving one that was refunded to another customer. Craig called Lauren, super rude and disrespectful, told us to come and control our animals or take them with us, gave us no alternative. We brought them with us on the trip, but there are places that are not pet friendly, so we left them in the room. Claims that it's part of the pet contract we signed. Funny thing is, we weren't even charged a pet deposit. We didn't sign the pet agreement. I understand I was agitated and probably a little bit amped up because I was upset. She could not separate fact from speculation. I asked her how many times we got a complaint in the first room, and she goes, well, not that I don't see any, but there could have been. And I said, ma'am, you can't speculate. Did I have a complaint in the first room? No. Okay. Conflict resolution. Maybe offer to move us to a different room. Didn't have any sort of resolutions. So we felt so uncomfortable that we decided to terminate our stay. Was I going to post this video because of that? Yes, it was my daughter's sweet 16. It was a shitty situation. I was going to tell people not to stay there. But now, as we are escalating, they refunded another customer. We're asking for a refund because we were in the new room for 2 hours, maybe 3, and they kept our stay as an inconvenience fee. Yet at 8:30 at night, the night before my daughter's 16th birthday, we were displaced because we felt uncomfortable by the staff member working there. We felt like we were a target. And Brandy's words was, it was a choice. The assistant general manager said, you had a choice, you didn't have to check out. That guy would have been gone by 8 a.m. I'm sorry, I don't feel comfortable having my family there next to a person running the establishment with an attitude. So she is forwarding my information to the general manager, who's supposedly back in the office tomorrow. Lauren tried to get on the phone. Very nice. She was upset, but she was being nice, asked for a moment. And Brandy, of course, had a meeting to go to, so she couldn't spend a couple more minutes on the phone, even if someone talking more calmly. And Lauren told her it was a disappointment to customer service because she was trying to be rational and speak for a few minutes and try to get a solution. So 100%, do not stay here. There is a hidden clause in your pet agreement if you have that family member who has 4 legs. If your animal disturbs the peace of another person, it's a disturbance. You can be asked to leave. Apparently they didn't ask us to leave, but we felt so uncomfortable that we felt the need to get out of there. Not to mention, Brandy tried to twist my words because I let her know I'm a streamer and I was vlogging this trip, and I let her know I'm gonna be putting this out there on all my platforms, not to stay here. And she goes, so you're telling me if I don't give you money, you're gonna blast me all over the internet? I said, no, ma'am, I'm already gonna do that anyways. I'm going to update it to that I spoke to the AGM and she was not able to resolve it. And she had a little bit of an attitude problem. So Chateau on the Lake, if you're watching this, you guys have some people that aren't good at de-escalations and powerful positions that shouldn't be there. And that's sad. There is definitely a breakdown between customer satisfaction of who matters more. And then, I forgot to tell you the best part. She claimed there were multiple statements from witnesses. There was only 2 people at the lobby, Craig and another guy. So I told her, you should probably check the cameras, because if people are making statements and they weren't there, that's a false document. And even better, the witnesses said, I didn't let Craig have a word edgewise. Then why in hell would I raise my voice and tell this man not to interrupt me or to talk over me? I'm not done speaking about the issues. That's just plumb crazy. Why would anybody say that? This is what I wanted. I told Craig on the way out I was going to be calling HR, and I knew he'd tell his side, and it's full of lies. So yes, this is going to go viral. Do not stay at Chateau on the Lakes in Branson, Missouri. They'll find a way to take your money. They'll find a way to make the next person more important than you. They're already charging you a ton of money, over $250 a night, and you have to pay for parking. You can't use the cart yourself to move your own luggage. You have to pay a bellman to do it. So we're paying all this money, and we're going to get disrespected and lied to. So let's do our part and make sure that companies like this don't get any business. If the GM's not going to help me, I hope that this gets viral enough to shut them down. The assistant manager wouldn't help me. It's going to be a fight, and it sucks, over my daughter's birthday. I'm just asking you guys to do what's right. I will update the video if you